Hello, welcome. This is Robert Miller with Explorers at Woodrow Wilson and Flyers at Fuller Middle School. This is the second video for the digital art from home activities, and today we are going to be going over different types of masking, cropping, and transparency. Now, what you need for this activity is simply just a computer with internet access. We will be using the same website that I showed you guys in the first video, which is pixlr.com, pixlr.com. And once you get to that website, again, we are always going to be using the Playful X version of this program, which allows us to have free to use and free to access tools and technology. So begin with me now and we'll pick Playful X. Oh, one quick thing. So an ideal way to follow along with this video and this material would be to watch this video and then open up this website as well. And as you follow along the steps, you can pause at each step to make sure that you are doing the activity and the steps correctly. And you can basically just follow along and do the activity as I show you. So once you have your website open at pixlr.com, pixlr.com, we are going to, like I said, choose the Playful X version. So on the left here again is where we're going to create our new project, and you guys can choose whichever one you want for today. We'll go over a few of these options here. They have Web Small, Web 720p, Full HD, Web 1440p, Ultra HD. Now, the important thing, like I said in the previous video, is the dimensions here, which is pixels, which is how big each individual dot of image of your project will be. So the higher the pixel dimensions here, for example, Ultra HD is 3,840 by 2,160. That means that the quality of the picture will be greatly increased. So that means that your picture will look clearer and more high definition, which is what HD stands for. So for today, I'm going to click Ultra HD. You guys can choose whichever one you want and to follow along with the steps. I'm going to name today's project Masking / Cropping. And I'm going to go ahead and create my project. Now, on your toolbar on the left here, the cutout tool is the one that we are going to mostly be focusing on today. Now, let's read what it says. It says for cutout, it is to remove background, cut out objects, or crop / trim individual layers. Now, I don't know if you can see on the picture here, but it shows a flamingo, and basically on the left of the flamingo, you see this checkerboard gray pattern. And now this checkerboard gray pattern represents a transparency, okay? So that means that the picture so everything other than the flamingo that is a checkered pattern is going to be transparent. It won't be there. So your picture will just be the flamingo. And we'll go over this and explain in more detail exactly what that looks like and how to use that. So that's the cutout option. For now, we're going to import an image and show you guys how to use this tool to do some really interesting and fun, cool things. So, let's go back and show you guys. To import an image again, as I said, it's the bottom tool right here that says Add Image, Upload, or Search for Images. You'll click this, and you'll have these three options. Again, for today, I'm going to use stock images, and I'm going to search for tiger. An animal. So I'm going to find something that really shows the face of the tiger, because what I want to do is I want to use this tool, this cropping cutout tool, to eliminate the background of the tiger and really only get the head of the tiger. So we can manipulate that and use some digital art tools to make it look interesting and unique. So what I'm doing right now is I'm resizing the image to make it fit in my display. And now that I have my image here in the dashboard in the template, I'm going to go back to my toolbar. I'm going to go to Cutout. And wait a second while it loads. Sometimes these things, when you import the images can be quite large, so it takes a little time for the program to use. All right, I showed this in the first video, but we'll go over this again. The first option you have for cutout up here on the left top tool is called shape cutout, and you can select which shape you want and you click and drag it over your image. I'm going to undo that. Again, undo is down here or Control Z. Let's try that again. Star. Boom. You can see the star. All right. Now that one can be interesting, but for what we're trying to do in terms of getting the exact shape of the tiger's head, we're not going to want to use shape cutout today. We can see how magic cutout will do. So magic cutout, this will eliminate all the colors that you click on. So if we're going to select this, it's going to be remove. And we're going to click on certain areas of the picture. And you'll notice that it slowly takes away the backgrounds. Now, the reason we're not going to use this is because, as you can tell, it already took away parts of the tiger's face. And we want to keep the entirety of the face. So this tool can be good when you're removing a solid background. For example, if the background behind the tiger was all a solid color, this tool would be very good to use for that. So I'm going to undo these changes because it's not effective enough for what we're trying to accomplish today. Oops. So instead of the magic touch, we're going to try the draw cutout. And basically, you click the draw cutout, you select your mode, which is either keep or remove. We're going to use remove. And then you go down to your brush pixel and you can make it bigger to make this easier. And what this does is everything you draw on will be removed from your picture. So if you basically draw all around the tiger's head like this, click and draw with either your mouse or your trackpad. And if you select everything except for the tiger's head or the body, then it will remove that background element. Now to make this a little bit quicker, I'm going to turn this up, turn the softness down, and there we go. This is something very... So the softness here is going to be more like completely eliminating the picture. So I'm going to just loosely go around the tiger with this tool, trying to make sure that I outline just the face and the head. And I'm doing this by simply clicking with the tool. Now, if you're trying to get these smaller parts, it's good to decrease the size of your tool here. Boom. All right, I'm going to finish up and just take the rest of the face area here. And it's good to try to keep the corners smooth as you can to make it look more natural. I'm just going to finish this up here. And there we go. So you want to make sure you get all the little particles, but as you can see here, now all we have remaining from the picture is just the face of the tiger. And that allows you to do some really cool things. You can manipulate, you can change this photo and put it into different backgrounds, put it into different situations. So again, this is the Draw Cutout tool under the Cutout toolbar. And like I said, you can change the size of your pixel. Now here's another mode. If you make a mistake and you erase something or you want to fine tune, you can switch your mode from remove to keep. And what this will do is it will replace what you just erased. So like, let's say you want to add more things to your photo, you can draw on there and it will put it back there. Okay, I'm just clicking undo here to get rid of those changes. So that's great. So now that we have the tiger's head cut out with the Draw Cutout tool, we are going to keep adding, we're going to add another photo here to really show you how you can use this tool to blend and create cool effects with digital art. So how about something funny or interesting I'm thinking of just on the spot is maybe putting like the tiger's face on another animal. So I'm going to choose Let's choose a monkey. Let's see what pictures we can find for monkey. All right, so we have a picture of this monkey kind of waving. I'm going to choose this guy, add him to our layer. Just wait a moment. Like I said, sometimes some of these larger images will take a little bit of time to upload onto your template. So like I said last video, the layers over here can be very important in terms of things being on top of each other. So as you can see on the right hand side right now, the monkey picture is above the tiger image, which means it's covering it up. So we're going to take the tiger and drag it up. Boom. We're going to go to arrange on the toolbar, and we're going to resize and move the tiger head until it fits over our, oh, look, there's a mistake. Okay, we'll fix that in a second. Oh, so this little dot, you can twist it and it will move, it will actually rotate your image. So arrange tools, boom. All right, so now as you can see, there's parts of the image that I didn't cut out completely. So we're gonna have to go back to our cutout tool. Wait while this loads up. So this is actually an important thing. So because the project size of the dimensions of the pixels are large here, it will take longer for these things to load. So if you are having trouble with your computer loading these images, or it takes too long and it's not conducive to doing the activity, I would recommend choosing a smaller template, something with a smaller dimension, and that might actually help you with that problem. All right, so I'm at the cutout. I'm going to click remove, and I'm just going to finish up removing this part of the image down here. Boom. And actually, as you can tell, like part of the tiger's head is covered up by the hand, so I'm actually going to just take off a little more from the head here. I don't know why it's doing. Here we go. We'll go like this till you can see the finger. Make it look more natural, blending in with the head. Yep, now we have a tiger's face on a monkey picture. Just one of the many possibilities of things you can do once you get good with this cutout transparency masking tool. So these are all different terms, right? So we have cropping. We have cropping, which is basically it will just change the size of your image, the square that you're using. Like if you want to take a certain portion of a photo, you can crop it out. But what we have here with the cutout tool is actually cutting out a specific shape and style of a picture. So like for instance, we cut out just the tiger's face and head for this use of this image. Now the last thing I want to add is that what we can do using adjusting brightness and colors is make the tiger head blend in better with the original picture of the monkey. So let's kind of explore and see some of the different things we can do. So if we take saturation down, takes all the color out. No, we don't want that. We want something that blends with the color of the monkey better. We can change the temperature a little bit to blue. No, it doesn't really, in my opinion, doesn't look good. Now this is all this is all whatever you guys think looks good, you can explore and try to find something like that. For instance, if you, in my opinion, if you take the brightness and move it all the way up like this, it makes the distinction between the two pictures too separate. But in some cases, if that's what you're going for, by all means, do it. So once I've messed around with these and make them look a little bit better, it's all good. The last thing I want to just always get in the habit of being able to add text, because this can be a fun. I'm just going to say tiger, monkey right here. Oop, yes. And to change the size, I'm going to take this little size scroller and scroll it up. I'm going to change the color, tiger, monkey, something. Very cool. All right. So the last thing I want to show is with your projects and how to save your project. You can see down here that it says close, save. We're going to just click save. Now what this will do is it will save your image as a downloadable file. Now this is important. So for a JPEG, this is probably the ideal image style that you want to go for file type for saving, because this is a JPG, which is like JPEG. It is a smaller size photo, so it's not as big. It won't be as many megabytes when you're downloading it. PNG is a type of photo that you can save that has a transparent background. So that could be any form of a photo where you just want an aspect, like just the head and nothing in the background. You could save it as a PNG. And we're going to ignore the PXD for now. So I'm going to choose JPEG. I'm going to click the quality here, and you can see that right here it shows the size of your photo. So if the photo is too big for what you're trying to download or save, you can turn it down to medium quality. You can see it's only 1.6 megabytes. Low quality, it's not even a megabyte. It's 869 kilobytes. So once you have this image and you want to download it, you can simply just click download. And however your computer like allows you to. So do you want to allow downloads? I'll click allow. After this, it's going to say the image was saved to the default download folder on your device. And after this ad, I believe it allows you to finish it. This is the one problem with like the free to use softwares. They will prompt you to watch ads as you try to do these things. So that does this video for cropping and masking. As you get better with these tools, you can really do like this. Like I said, the way I made this tiger head using the cutout tool is only one of many possibilities you can use. You can get really creative with it. So if you find any image and there's one small part of that image that you want to take out and put in another situation, it's very easy to do it with this. You could take a picture of your own face and Photoshop it, which is a term for what this is. Basically, Photoshop is the term that we use for taking this picture and Photoshopping it onto the monkey would be the way to describe cutting it out and putting it in a new situation. So get comfortable with this tool. It's a really fun and unique way to create very cool digital art styles. Thank you for watching. There will be many more videos going over all the different tools and different ways to really make cool digital art.